Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey, and filling in the gap. You already know it's your boy, Mr. LA. Welcome to another week of the Giving a Purpose podcast. So you know what that means, right? New energy, good vibes, staying positive, making sure we're being disciplined, making sure we're being consistent, right? And making sure we are committed. So get that energy up, get your life together, one foot in front of the other, and making sure that we're doing the best that we can. Listen, we are officially now, it's April, right? We are officially now in the second quarter. And I need you guys to understand, all right, we went through the first quarter. We know what it looks like. All right. Sometimes like when, of course, I'm a baseball coach, played baseball for a good minute. It's like sometimes you may be nervous. Sometimes you let that first strike come by. You're like, all right, I know what it looks like. Got the timing down. I'm good. That's how you got to feel with the first quarter. All right, we tested it out. We see what the opponent is doing. All right, I see where I'm at today. I see where my energy level is right now. So what I'm going to do now is, all right, boom. I know we can take it up another notch. All right, I know, I got some bumps and some bruises. I know what to expect in certain things. But guess what? I'm staying focused. It is officially, right? Officially quarter two. And now we have to take the game over. All right. Nah, the game's not, it's not over, but we got to take the game over. All right. Make sure we replenish and refresh, but the focus stays the same. All right. So, kind of one thing I want to talk to you guys about is, yes, we've laid the foundation quarter one, but now that you have your thoughts and you've collected everything, I need you to do me a favor. Give your vision some permission, right? Give your vision permission. So what I mean by that is, all right, you've had these thoughts about doing things, right? You've had these thoughts about wanting to accomplish your goals. So what I need you to do now is, right? I need you to give those things permission. I need you to put the work in. All right. Once we've given our thoughts permission, right? Once we've thought it up, we've written it down, right? All right. Once we see it, you got to speak it. All right. Spend some time on it, get some momentum behind it, and make it happen. All right. So now we have to give it permission. We have to allow it to manifest, right? But just like I was talking before, being in the second quarter, also, I need you guys to understand when you're giving 100%. And it's something I used to do all the time that used to kind of mess me up and derail me from getting my vision on the road and making sure it had the permission it needs. All right. I know when I'm doing something at 100% and I'm consistent and I'm committed and I'm being disciplined about it, when I'm going forward, things happen. And I make adjustments according to when I'm giving that 100%. So kind of let me break that down for you. We always have these things where we're like I said, we're accomplishing something and we give up. And that's the adjustment sometimes that we make. I see it all the time with my students. Is like when stuff gets hard, the adjustment isn't necessarily finding another way, it's quitting. Or you may have doubt or you may have fear. And that's what we make the adjustment on. We make the adjustment on the fear. See, when we're running, the thing that's popping to my head sometimes, it may not relate to everybody. It's like, sometimes you got to make an audible. I know when I used to play in high school, playing running back and different things like that, the play is always set up. You can set it up against a great defense or anything like that. But sometimes somebody may miss a step somewhere and you have to make an adjustment. But guess what? Never happened. Right? And this is what I want you to catch. I was going 100% and I had to make an adjustment, but I never lost the momentum. All right, I want y'all to catch that and understand that. When I'm going 100%, right, I can always make an adjustment, but I didn't lose my momentum in running the play or hitting the hole or whatever the case may be, right? But if I'm making an adjustment, let's say same scenario, I'm running the ball and I see the hole may be plugged up and I just fall on the ground and quit and let them tackle me. You can't learn from that adjustment or from that pivot that you made by giving up. We often make adjustments according to the fear of it not working the way it was supposed to or how we thought of it in our mind, but we don't make the adjustment according to us giving 130%. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I'm doing something, yeah, it's going to be tough. But what if I'm running, giving that momentum 120,000%, right? I can make an adjustment. And that's where the lessons come from that we may be calling failure and different things like that. I can make an adjustment off the lesson of me going 100%, but I never really learn anything by quitting. And can I kind of break it down? This is something we always do. I know we all Christians. Sometimes we go after something and we quit, and then we say, it wasn't meant for me. Maybe God has something else. Well, maybe God did have it for you, but you quit. And he really wanted you to make an adjustment. And I think there's so many times in life we accept quitting and not accepting that the difficulty is supposed to make me better. So when anything comes in any area of my life, all I can do is just make an adjustment, not lose my momentum, not lose my passion, not lose my love for what I'm trying to do. And that could carry over to every aspect of your life, every area of your life. Because quitting is contagious. If you quit in one area of your life, you're going to quit. It's going to be, you may not quit in every area of your life, but it is an option. It will be an option on the table to quit. But if you're so used to digging deep, if you're so used to finding that extra gear, that extra motivation inside of you, that can also be an option in every area of your life. What I'm learning now is, and it's part of the greatest adjustment I ever had to make, was overcoming how I feel about something. Not saying that you can't feel anything, but to be successful, my discipline, my motivation, my why has to be stronger than my feelings. I promise you, at 5 something when my alarm goes up, I do not feel like getting out of the bed. But I know my purpose for impacting young lives of the students that I see is so much more important. And that actually gives me the energy. It's like, all right, boom, I'm focused. Now, what do I have to do? How do I stay in this moment? How do I stay in this momentum? I just keep going on there. So I have time to myself. I thank God for waking me up. I thank God for the things that I have. I thank God for my family. And then after I'm thankful and showing gratitude, that momentum takes me into my purpose. Now that I'm in my purpose, now that I can do that. Now there's things that can throw my whole morning off. So many things. Traffic. Just, and there's sometimes I just lay in the bed and I don't have breakfast. And if you know me, I have to have breakfast. Like that'll throw my whole morning off sometimes. But instead of accepting that feeling like, man, I don't have breakfast. All right, make an adjustment. Can I Uber me something? Do I have time enough to stop? You see what I'm saying? The option isn't, all right, don't eat, quit. It's just whatever it is. But when you have that momentum for that purpose, it unlocks your mind to figure out ways to get the goal accomplished because you're committed and you're disciplined. It's almost like, and I think about so many times, and I tell my students the same thing, because they don't try to apply it to academics. You ever ask your parent for something, like mom, dad, whatever the case may be, I want this certain item. And they may tell you no, but you really want it. You know what you do? You think of another way to ask your parents to get what you want. I know that I know that kind of hits with some people because we all do it when we really, really want something. And even in opposition, we try to figure out another way. We even get into negotiations of, well, if you allow me to get this thing or whatever the case may be, I'll do this. Things that you would normally not do. But because you want it so bad, I'm going to make these adjustments and do those things. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean about that momentum in the face of opposition. Because your option wasn't to accept the no that was given to you, but it was the persistence. It was the perseverance through the difficulty that built the stamina for you to go through any opposition that comes to you in your life. All right? But you'll never get to giving your vision permission to do anything if your only option is to quit. Don't quit. Your visions are powerful. God has given you those visions, those ideas for a reason. The most successful people get these ideas and make them happen and push through all of the opposition at 100% because they are operating in a way where quitting is not an option, where I'm not making an adjustment on my path according to the doubt or according to the fear that was either faced with me or something that I already have. Face that fear, face that opposition with the momentum you've already created, and pivot according to the 100% energy that you give out for that goal and not on fear and doubt. I hope that hit home for some people. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully it cleared up some things for you going into this second quarter. Listen, this second quarter is going to be better than the first quarter. We've seen some things, but us operating at 100%, if we got to make an adjustments in this second quarter, we can make an adjustment with the momentum that we brought from the first quarter. Now it's time to take the game over, right? Time to take the game over and do the thing like we ain't never done it before. Listen, man, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you guys for everything. Listen, do what you need to do. If you following us, follow us on YouTube, Given a Purpose Podcast. If you want to follow me, the brand, Mr. LA_2 on IG and Twitter. Also, you can follow the Given a Purpose Podcast IG page as well, giving_a_podcast, _purpose_podcast. Sorry about that. But as you see it below, it's right there. Also, don't forget to subscribe. If you're enjoying all these, tell somebody. Hit that subscribe button over here in the corner. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell so you'll never be out of reach of the Given a Purpose Podcast. We have new, fresh weekly episodes every week. And I thank you guys that are listening. I thank you guys that have subscribed. I thank the people who have just enjoyed it and has given me great feedback. Continue to give the feedback. Also, if you want to be a guest, you can also hit me up at givingapurposepodcast@gmail.com. Or you can hit me up on the website, www.givingapurposepodcast.com. Or you can hit me on the IG stuff that you have here. Or hit me up on the Twitter. Let your boy know if you want to be a guest. Also, man, I'm taking suggestions on what you need me to talk about. What problems can I help you solve? Man, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I need you guys to do the most important thing that you do for me all the time. Make sure you live on purpose and make sure you live in purpose. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
You've been listening to the Giving a Purpose Podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play to get new, fresh weekly episodes. For more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.